looking at fixing this hay spear. Somebody broke one of them off, and we got to take it out. And then we're going to take the other one off and put them on the outsides to make it a double hay spear for picking up them damn sheep bales, as he likes to say it. But we don't know the best way to do this, so we're just going to tear something up until we make it happen. Well, we were successful with the first one, but that was just a test dummy because it was already broken, so it didn't really matter. Now we got to do the next one. Hopefully we don't damage no threads, and we can put this back together. So I don't know how they broke this, but anyways, it's good and broke. I don't know where the rest of it is. Probably in hay bale somewhere. Well, we got my big wrench on it, even though this is not the way you're supposed to do it. But this is not terribly, these things aren't terribly tight on here, so it works for now. Tighten them down, see what happens. For some reason I'm having issues with my phone. It keeps cutting off. I don't know what the problem is. We're gonna have to do some work on it tonight, I guess. It just keeps cutting off. Well, we got a big hay moving day tomorrow. Supposed to have some help maybe. So I'm gonna move his broken bale out of the way since I got this pallet fork going. The pallet fork's got to come off so that the hay spear will go on, and moving some logs. Dad dumped these logs back in the fence row back here many years ago, and they've been laying there rotting it. He brought them in from the woods and cut them up for firewood. Well, that never happened, so we're moving them from one pile out to another pile, so maybe we can burn them. But big one's back here. I don't know if I can move that big one, but we got a couple more trips across the field. We already made 2 trips already. Getting ready to logs. So maybe we put some hay bales back here in front of the house and fence row. Be much use on the front of a forklift, but boy, are they handy on the front of a loader. You can't really see them though, but boy, they're handy. Here's the big log. This thing, it's about all this tractor wants on the front of here, but it picked it up. So we're going to move it nice and slow out there. And hopefully we don't break nothing, because that would be really bad right now. If anybody's wondering we found the skid loader quick attach on this tractor. We found it at hayspear.com. That's especially made for this tractor. They have different tractors on there that they have them all set up and measured out and made for. This is a 7410 loader, but they have all different Ford loaders, international loaders, all different tractor type loaders, and they've already got it all measured out, and you buy it, they send it to you. They sell all kinds of stuff on there. I mean, we just bought it, and we bought it because we needed one, so, and it worked. We had to do a little grinding. There's a video on it if you go back far enough, but we had to do a little grinding on one side to get the cylinder to fit in there, but otherwise it went right on there. And we had a little bit of issue with the paint and the alignment. One of the pins didn't want to go in, but after a little bit of working, it eventually went in. But it took a little bit of fidgeting, but it did work, and it's been working out pretty good ever since then. I'm tickled to get to be able to switch stuff around. We used this tractor for a long time before we ever got this thing. Well, we don't know how that'll work, but we'll figure it out. If not, we can always get 2 more spears and put in the middle. Well, we unhooked the post driver. Now we're off to find the hay tether, wherever it's at. And then we'll be back. Well, he was reading my mind, and I was coming to get it. Well, he grabbed it with the gator and come on down the road with it before I even knew he was there. Well, we got the tether going here. Moving stuff around. It's thin, but still got to flip it over. Should have just got the brake. But anyways, should have just got the rake and did this, but oh well. No. Jordan's on the tractor. She's turning the steering wheel. She's doing it. I don't know if she understands it yet, but she's doing it. She's getting down with it. She wanted to learn how to drive a tractor. So I put it in gear. I already had it running. She put it in gear and let the clutch out. This hay right in this area was fairly thick. Well, we took it over from George because we got to get done. So we trying to get done before it gets dark. So we got to do this part of it. Should have cut that over there on the neighbors, because the weeds over there just as tall as the ones that were over here. So, plus the clover. I should have did theirs over there. But I'll do it next time. The sun's going down. Well, yo, we going home. We're gonna do it again tomorrow. We're gonna move some hay tomorrow. I don't know if I'm gonna bale that tomorrow or Sunday, but we're going home. Howdy, y'all. Jay here. Headings Farm. We're gonna move some hay today. We got the wagons hooked up. We got fuel in the tractor. Got a double hay spear on that we ain't ever used. And we're gonna go get some hay. Hopefully somebody will come along and help. So let's see how today goes. Well, looking at this field, this clover stuff, it's almost ready to cut again. The rest of the grass ain't growing, but this clover's here. This clover's up here ready to go. Let's drop this wagon and start moving some bales. Well, we got some double sheet bales up here. I don't know how hard this is going to be to load with, I guess, but we got it, so we're going to go with it and see what happens. But on this green wagon, I could probably load them like this. On that red wagon, it might be more difficult, but they're spaced out more than the green wagon is. I don't know. We'll find out here soon enough. Yeah, spacing's a little off, but it falls into place. Keep at it. I tell you, this thing's working slick as pots and shit. Doing this on this green wagon, that's pretty awesome. So this fork works really slick with this green wagon, and it might work great with a flat trailer, but it does not work with that red wagon. You still got to put them on one at a time, but I can load them two at a time here. Works awesome so far. I still have to put one bale on by itself, but so far so good. It likes this green wagon, and I'll be able to load trailers and stuff with it, but not so much on that wagon. Still got to put them all on one at a time. So, yeah, can't everything work out? I got a string, a 40-foot string. I'm trying to get. Oh, there it goes. We gotta get all your strings. That's the downside of that little baler. It loses a lot of string off of it. We'll get that net wrap baler going. That's what it was intended for. But anyways, gotta do what you gotta do. Well, Chris, Jordan, and Liam came to join. He's getting Dad's wagon loaded up. Chris and Jordan are already loaded up and got hitched up. They're going to take the double wagon. Go over here and help Liam for a minute. And then I guess I'll drive that on up the road. Chris and Jordan went on up the road. I got Liam out here stacking hay bales, so we don't have to run around as much when I come back. And I'm going to take Dad's truck and load, go up the road. We don't normally use trucks, but when we get a bunch of people together, it's easy that way. Well, Dad's getting the hay bales off the skid loader. He's got a major mess out here in the cow field, but he's doing it. He's got a major mess out here in the cow field. He's just taking them off and stacking them on the ground, just throwing them everywhere. And as soon as we leave, he'll attempt to make some kind of a stack. The little skid loader is too small for this work, but these are 4x4 bales, so he can handle those. You see all the tires on the ground. When he tries to move the 5x5 bales with that skid loader, it dances on the front tires. There's not enough weight on the back end of it. But these are little bales, so. You got 2 bales. He said he likes that. It works pretty slick. Another one loaded. You know, every time we move hay, I'm always the one doing all the loader work. I was kind of hoping for a minute I get to be the one doing the driving. Because I never get this job. I always have to do the loading. Something's on fire down there at the neighbors. Something's on fire. Switching fields. There's about 11 more back down there to get in a tractor. Here comes Chris. Chris is over here trying to reinvent the wagon. He's just stacking them on there like that. It worked out. He was able to get 3 on the front where normally you can only get 2. But he's not gonna work. It's not gonna work the same way on the back. He's figuring out the downside of the double forks. It doesn't work as well as you want it to sometimes. There's Jordan out here. She's just posing. We still got a ways to go, but we're making quick work of this field. We're gonna have to wait a little bit this time because Chris just left. So we're gonna be sitting on top of each other when we get there. So it would have helped out to have another person and separate them 2 wagons, and that would allow it to be more of an even flow going back and forth, instead of one loading all the bales and one loading half the bales. But anyways, back in the day when we had the 855 baler, we would make 6x6 bales. Well, when we bought all these wagons, they didn't fit on the 6x6. The 6x6 bale didn't fit on them. So we started making them 5x6. And, well, and that's what we've been doing ever since. Dad bought that new baler, so we've been making them 5x5 because they don't hang off on each side like they do with the 5x6. Well, y'all know what happened. So now we're doing 4x4s right now. So I'd like to get both of those other 2 balers on the move and then park the little one for a little while. But anyways, gotta have the time to do it. Dad's pile. getting them off and dropping them quickly as he can. Now I know he's tired now because he's running about as slow as he can on that machine. Keep it from bouncing. He's still bouncing. Well, it's 7 o'clock. Dad said he's tired and hungry. So, we're going to call it a day for today. I might hook up the rake and go rake some hay this evening so I can bale it tomorrow. I don't know. I'll definitely hook the rake up, maybe. I hope y'all like and subscribe. We appreciate it. Catch y'all later.